I've had an idea, pluckers. This is part one. Hello, pluckers. You okay? You're good? Excellent, excellent. That is what I like to hear. So, right, I was having a little chat. with AI yesterday. Not Skynet. Not, how to make Terminators and, take over the world and world domination and all that stuff. So I was having a chat to AI. Well, right, this is not a story, this is how it actually went. I'm not making this stuff up. So I was on a popular search engine yesterday. We all use it. We all know what it is. And there's on my phone, there's a little button that appeared. So I thought, what's that button? I'm a big fan of thinking, shall I push it or shall I not push it? I thought, well, it's on there, let's push it. And I pushed it, and all of a sudden an AI agent popped up. Not like a secret agent, not like James Bond, one of the AI agents. And we was having a conversation about guitar pedals. Because I was looking at some guitar pedals. So I thought, I wonder if I can get some more information about these. So I went down a rabbit hole of chatting to AI about some guitar pedals. So then I had a thought then. I wonder if AI could get me a classic 1970s rock tone just by using AI. Just by using AI and using the gear that I own. This is where this idea is. It could be a crazy idea. It could be a genius idea. There's a fine line, isn't there? There's a fine line between, crazy and super brain genius. So I was thinking, I wonder if I could do a little series on let's get a tone. Let's get a tone using AI. So I thought, I'm going to do it. And you pluckers, whether you like it or not, are going to embrace my journey with me. It might work, it might not. You know me and logistics. Logistics and planning. It's very haphazard. It's very Heath Robinson. But, somehow we managed to muddle through. Might work, it might not work. So, right, what's happening is I'm going to be using my Boss Katana. Insert photo now. Okay, so I'm going to use that Boss Katana. I was going to put it on a clean tone, but when I was chatting to AI yesterday, it was going on about some putting the amp up to gain, putting the gain on the amp a little bit to drive the sound. So I've put it on. There's a button there called pushed on the little turny. So it's got clean, it's got acoustic, clean, and pushed. So I've put it on the pushed setting. So I can use the gain, and I've put the gain to about 7 o'clock. All right, 7 o'clock. No, down, just barely on 1. Put it on 1. Me and numbers. We haven't had a good relationship, me and numbers. But I'm not Carol Vorderman. For God's sake. Anyway, so I've put it on 1. 12, 1, 11, 7. It's on 7. It's just barely on. Anyway, it's barely on. Everything else is at 12. I'm getting confused now. It's me brain. It's confusing me. So that's barely on. So it's just giving it a little bit of a sound. So if I need to push the gain up a little bit, I've got plenty of room to push the gain up. I've got the bass, the treble and the mids on 12 o'clock. Straight up. 12, 1, 11. They're on 12. Yeah, they're on 12. They're definitely on 12. Everything else is off. There's no effects on it. It's just running on the pushed sound 12 o'clock with a tiny bit of gain. So the guitar I'm going to be using is, now, it's not the guitar I wanted to use because I've got the wrong guitar out. I've got a lot of cases. I've got a lot of original 70s cases that all look the same. And I wanted to use my Ibanez Cherry Sunburst, 1977 Ibanez Cherry Sunburst with the Super 70s pickups in it. What I pulled out, I could have put it back in and gone through my cases. And I literally know that the one that I need is probably next to this one, but I couldn't be asked. I couldn't be asked for it. It might be fate, you know. It could be the best thing in the world. So I thought, right, I'm going to go with what I've picked out. Mistake or not mistake, I'm going with that. So I'm going with my 1978 Ibanez Standard. There she is. Okay. 1978 on the thing. I mean, little train, little Intercity 125 there. So this is what we're going with. I've put the volumes to 10 because we all like the volumes at 10, don't we? So the volumes are on 10. The tone knobs are on 5 because I did notice on when I was talking to AI, oh, should I give it a name? What if I didn't ask it its name? Rude of me not to ask her. It was a lady's voice, right? Not to ask her name. We was just chatting about gear and guitars and stuff like that. So I did notice that she's saying you can roll off the tone, roll off the volume. So that's why I put volumes at 10, but I've put the tones to 5. So there's a lot on there that I can just mess about with. I know it's subjective to the guitar and, you know, it's never going to be, but I've got wiggle room. I've got wiggle room on there. So we'll see what happens. So apart from that, I'm going to let AI do everything. I'm going to let AI sort the amp out because I'll give it the information about the amp as well. I'll let the AI sort the pedal out because I'll give it information on what pedal I'm using. Whether I tell it about the guitar or not, I don't know. I might just say to Les Paul type guitar. I probably will. We'll see. It'll be interesting, won't it? You know, Ibanez lawsuit, 1970s, Les Paul. Let's see if it knows what it's on about. Give it the year and whatnot. That's my clean tone. A little bit of drive on it. Okay, that's what we're... There we go. Okay, so that's it. So that's what's... Oh, this has got the original Star Ibanez tuners on. They are not the best tuners in the world, but I love them. I bloody love them. So I've been trying to what other Ibanezes I've picked up which haven't got the tuners on, I'm always on the lookout for original Ibanez starred tuners. So if you've got any, or you know of any, or you see any, hit me up on the old Instawhack if you've got the creds, and I might be interested in buying them because I've got a couple of guitars that need them swapping over. Okay. Okay, there we go. So that is... The bloody dog has just come in and sat down where I was going to put this guitar. Right, okay, we'll put that there. We'll leave that there for shits and giggles. There we go. So that's the guitar, that's the amp. Did I insert the amp? Can't remember. Insert amp now. There we go. That's the amp. Oh, Boss guitar. I'm sure I did. The old brain's going. So the pedal I'm going to be using is, I mean, I've got an abundance of pedals, but I want to use something that I'm familiar with, something that I've been using for a long time and what I enjoy. And I want to go back to the 90s because this is all, everyone had these in the 90s. So I'm going to be using the Digitech Hothead Distortion. I'm going to use that, and I'm going to use, tell you what I'm going to use as well. the TS9 Ibanez TS9 tube screamer. Which one I use first all depends on AI. So I'll give AI the option of what we're going to connect to what. So them are the two guitar pedals at the moment. Yes, okay. Or it might just say use one. It might just say use two. It might just say use all your tube screamers, Matt, because I know that you've got a lot of green pedals. If you've seen I've got another green pedal as well. So that photo, I've got the Nobles, the TS9, the TS808, the clone of the TS9 and TS808, another green one, the Coco. I've got a Coco. Where's it? It's here somewhere. Might be over there. I've been on a bit of a mission on eBay. I'm not going to be. It's not a healthy. It's not a healthy addiction, is it? You know what I mean? And it is an addiction. Buying guitars and buying pedals and amps and stuff, it's an addiction. I've read some, what was it the other day? Somebody put on saying, if you've got a hobby, the average spend for a hobby is £250 a year. Yeah, you know, of course it is. Whether they're generalising that as every hobby, but obviously they weren't talking to us guitarists, were they? Anyway, I digress. Where have we got to? So, right, so this is going to be a little series that I'm going to do. I'll probably put it out on a Saturday, do it in the week and see what happens as and when I can. Put it out on a Saturday. And I would be honoured if you would join me on this journey and let's see what happens. Let's see what AI can do. It's either going to work or it ain't, is it? AI is going to either fail. Should we go down the route of AI music? How shit that is. Shall we? No, because I could get on my soapbox. I'm not a fan of AI music, to be fair. Although I have heard some good. It all sounds the same, but I have heard some good ones. But I'm not. Yeah. Anyway, I'm not going there. So I'm thinking as well as, I wonder if, so we'll do this for the 70s. If it works out all right, we could do the 80s. Paul has just picked up a stonking Kramer from 1981. It's really nice. It's in great condition. So I wonder if he'd be interested. He doesn't know about this yet. I get a lot of ideas in my head that I'll just go full tilt. This is my next project. Paul's like, oh, insert photo now of Paul's face. It's like, man. Oh yeah, I know. That's why you love me. So we could do that, and I've got a couple of early 90s Squires, Strats. So I can say Stratocaster because they're Squire. I won't get sued. Hopefully. Perhaps we could do that. What we was running back in the 90s, what we could afford, what we could get hold of. I wonder if that bloody thing, what is it called? This. I know these were probably about. Try and get that to sound decent. I wonder if AI can get shit pedals to sound amazing. All right, that's another episode, isn't it? That's another thing. Okay. All right, pluckers, I'm going to go. I'm going to love you and leave you. Hope you've enjoyed. And then we'll see what happens. So this is part one. This is part one of, can AI get me a decent 1970s classic rock tone? Stay tuned, pluckers. Stay tuned. Catch you later. Love you. Ta-ra then. Ta-ra.